The world will exploit cowards, especially those who ignore their own feelings. Let's be honest, this world has no mercy for cowards, especially the kind of cowards who smile and say, "I'm fine," when they're dying inside. Most people who suffer in silence aren't stupid. They're just too obedient, too polite, too scared to speak up, too afraid of being disliked. But here's the brutal truth. If you don't speak for yourself, no one will listen when you finally do. 1. The more easygoing you are, the less people respect you. You keep saying, "It's okay, no worries, I don't mind." But inside, you're angry, disappointed, exhausted. And yet, you keep swallowing it because you're afraid of looking difficult. Confucius said, "A person without consistency cannot even serve as a healer or priest." If you can't even stay true to your emotions, how do you expect others to take you seriously? You think being nice will earn you respect. But here's what happens instead. The more you bend, the more people step on you. The more you retreat, the more they advance. 2. Cowardice isn't kindness. It's a sign you think you don't matter. Cowardice often comes from this hidden belief. My feelings aren't important. You fear confrontation. You fear expressing discomfort. You fear being disliked. So you shrink, you smile, you stay quiet, and the world takes that as permission to use you. Laozi said, "The highest virtue is like water. It benefits all things, yet does not compete." But he also said, "By not contending, nothing in the world can contend with it." Translation: you don't have to fight, but you must carry weight. If you have no presence, no one will defend you. 3. The more you ignore your feelings, the easier you are to manipulate. You suppress your anger. You tolerate disrespect. You pretend nothing hurts. And little by little, you lose your voice, your power, even your identity. You stop knowing who you are or what you want, and you wonder why the world feels so cruel. Laozi said, "Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom." If you don't even know how you feel, what are you defending in this world? So 4. The coward's tragedy, being hurt and still blaming yourself. People walk over you. You feel used, unappreciated, but you say, "Maybe I'm too sensitive." You get hurt again and again, and you forgive without being asked. You fear being disliked. But here's the truth. You abandoned yourself long before anyone else did. Confucius said, "The noble person looks inward. The petty person looks outward." If you can't take control of your own emotions, stop expecting others to treat you with care. 5. Stop being the nice and useful fool. Start being the one they can't push around. The world doesn't need you to be endlessly understanding. It needs you to have boundaries, have standards, and have the courage to say no. You don't need to scream or explode, but learn this. A single firm no, a calm silence, or walking away without explanation is stronger than 1,000.
I guess I'm okay with it.
When you become harder to manipulate, you become easier to respect. 6. Starting today, practice these 3 ruthless habits. 1. Stop saying yes to things you hate. No is a full sentence. No apology required. 2. Stop hiding your discomfort. Let people know when you're not okay. Don't wait for a breakdown. 3. Stop trying to be liked by everyone. You weren't born to please. You were born to be whole. Final words. This world doesn't reward the agreeable. It rewards those who have a spine, who speak up, who walk away, who protect their inner space. If you're soft, people will press harder. If you stay silent, people will shout over you. If you're too scared, the world will drain you until nothing's left. Remember this. The world will exploit cowards, especially those who ignore their own feelings. So from today forward, be kind but carry sharp edges. Be calm but never spineless. Be peaceful but never a victim. If you won't stand up for yourself, no one else will.